Bonds typically are issued by the following. The government, in fact, the U.S. government is the single largest issuer of bonds worldwide. Government is number one. Municipalities, so this would be things like the state retirement system of California, or it would be things like the St. Louis Metropolitan Sewer and Water District, or it would be utility companies, or toll roads, or any number of different hospitals, nonprofit universities. All of these fall under the category of municipalities. And municipalities have some tax breaks, some tax advantages, as we're going to talk about a little bit later. Government or agency bonds, these would be things like HUD, Ginnie Mae, Fannie Mae, any one of a number of different types of government agency bonds. And the fourth category, which is also very popular, is of course corporate bonds. So when Apple Corporation or IBM Corporation or General Electric Corporation issue bonds or debt, it would fall under this corporate category. Since this is a corporate finance class, that's where we will spend the most of our time talking about those particular types of bonds. However, all of these are agencies. And then some books carry a fifth, which is international. So there's also foreign bonds. We could buy bonds denominated by corporations or other entities in foreign countries like Europe or other places. So these are the big issuers of bonds. Now let's talk a little bit more about some of the terms and terminology that you will see having to do with debt securities. So some of these terminologies include the following. I've already mentioned the word coupon, and I mentioned that coupon and interest are to some extent interchangeable. So the coupon is the amount of interest you're getting either annually or semi-annually typically, and those are the only two I'll really deal with in this class. Coupon is the amount of interest you're getting either semi-annually or annually. Its name derives from the fact that way back when bonds actually came to you in paper form, they do not anymore, it's all electronic registration systems, but when you used to actually get your bond securities, they used to have a series of coupons on them, and every 6 months or every year you tore off a coupon, you took it down to your bank, and they paid you your interest, and then they collected it from whoever the issuer of the bond was. Those days of tearing off coupons are long gone, but the name has stuck. So it's still called a coupon payment. We're also going to talk about something called a coupon rate, and that is typically whatever the annual coupon payment is. Annual coupon payment, that's going to become very important when we talk about semi-annual bonds. So it's the annual coupon payment in dollars divided by the face value of the bond. Now typically in this class we're going to deal only with face values of bonds of $1,000, and that is indeed the most common face value. But there are, for instance, $10,000 securities, the government issues some of those, etc. But we're going to deal with $1,000 denominations here. So it's the annual coupon in dollars, like a bond might pay $80 a year, divided by the face value of $1,000. That bond's coupon rate would be 8%. Okay? So let's move on to talk about a few more terminologies or words. I've already mentioned face value. The face value is the amount that you're paying out up front to the issuer of the bond and that you're going to get returned to you when the bond matures. So that's face value. It is also called, same exact thing, face value or par value. Par value. So those are two words that you'll hear a lot when talking about bonds, face value or par value. So we've got coupon rate or interest. We've got the par value, the face value. Some other terminology that you will see is something called the yield to maturity. And this will make more sense once I start showing you actual numbers. But the yield to maturity, often just abbreviated by me and others as YTM. The yield to maturity is what the bond is returning to you right now based on where interest rates are. Because interest rates, as we're going to see momentarily, affect bond prices. And so whatever a bond is paying for right now plus its coupon influences the yield to maturity, or what the bond is yielding at any given point in time, which we can calculate.